Hey there, Heather. Hello there. It's Jeff Gooder Diamond. Welcome you to yet another OTP Legends League Season 5 preview as we did the division previews for the AL and NL East, Central, North, and South in the past 4 days. Today we're going to be taking a look at the AL and NL West as the Oakland A's, the defending champions, will get their due and we'll do them last because, we want to pump them up, if you will. So let's start with the NL West and look at the Arizona Diamondbacks legends, who will share their stadium with the 2001 team. So the Diamondbacks legends have Justin Upton playing right field, Bernard Gilkey DHing, Louis Gonzalez in left field, a great move after he played Arizona. Matt Williams at third base, former Giants and Padres, Giants and Indians guy. Adam Dunn mostly for the Reds, but the Diamondbacks loved him. Tony Batista, shortstop, who also was a Blue Jay icon. Steve Finley in center. Chris Snyder catching, and Javier Graciano coming in from 24 years old. So Javier Graciano is going to try to do his job. Kurt Schilling, who was good for the Phillies and the Red Sox, but he had to be a Diamondback guy. Brandon Webb, Dan Herron, Ian Kennedy, and Wade Miley are your rotation. Jose Valverde will be your closer. Matt Manti, Daniel Hudson, Beyond Kim, David Hernandez, Omar Dahl, and Chad Qualls are your bullpen. The Diamondbacks Legends won 83 games in 2024 and 84 last year. Injury list, nobody's injured, so that's good. Hitting Adam Dunn, has got to change his number to 44. Well, Adam Dunn can't change his number to 44 because there's Goldschmidt. So they're going to give him number 11. Yeah, they're going to give him another double number. They're going to give him number 10, number 11. So that's good. Orlando Hudson, Luis Gonzalez should wear number 20, but Wayne Miley. Oh, come on. Wayne Miley can't wear number 20. Yeah, it was an all star. So Wayne Miley will decide to wear 27 on the squad and then give Lugo number 20. It was like, if it was like a Paul Goldschmidt that is a good player, I would not change the number. But Lugo will wear number 20. Javier Graciano will wear number 3. That's not bad. Ian Kennedy number 4. Um, yeah, Ian Kennedy can't wear that low of a number. I'm gonna give him number 46 on the squad. Tony Batista, Justin Upton, Matt Williams, Aaron Hill. Well, someone dropped number 2, right? Yeah. So Aaron Hill says he'll wear number 2. And number 10's already picked up. Yeah, so Aaron Hill will wear number 2. Yeah, Aaron Hill will wear number 2. I know that's the Blue Jays number. Adam Dunn, 11. Finley, 12. Heron, 15. Webb. Tracy, Snyder, Gonzalez, Quinton, Gilkey, Miller, Miley, Hernandez, Manti, Schilling, Dahl, Hudson, Goldschmidt, Kennedy, Montero, Guillaume, Quam, Valverde, and Trevor Cahill. The Dodgers legends, including those in Brooklyn, Jackie Robinson, second base, the man that integrated Major League Baseball. Matt Kemp playing left, Babe Herman in right field, goodbye in the 30s. Duke Snyder, great outfield of the 3 New York-based teams. The Brooklyn Dodgers with the Duke, Mickey Mantle with the Yankees, and Willie Mays with the New York Giants when they were in New York. Yeah, Steve Garvey, Mr. First Baseman, and I think he still has the National League record for most consecutive games played. At DH, Gil Hodges at first, good guy from the 50s. Pedro Guerrero at third. Roy Campanella at catcher. Bill Russell, not that Bill Russell, the baseball Bill Russell at short. Sandy Koufax, 4 no-hitters, including a perfect game. Hideo Nomo, who shocked everyone by throwing a no-hitter, not just in Colorado, not just for the Dodgers, but in Colorado of all places. Clayton Kershaw, legend. I have no hate for Clayton Kershaw. Yeah, he won a World Series ring and was part of the Dodgers that beat my Blue Jays in the 2025 World Series in real life. But I don't have hate for that guy. I really don't. Dazzy fans and Don Sutton also in the rotation. Eric Gagne, game over. Canadian. Doing his job. Kenley Jensen, Jonathan Buxton, Fernando Saito, Steve Howe, and Don Drysdale are your bullpen. Meet the team. 107 wins in 2024, 110 in 2025. Unfortunately, they almost got to the World Series, but they failed. They're so close. Injured list, they have nobody. That's pretty good. So we got Pee Wee Reese, you got Duke Snyder, Carl Ferrillo, Steve Garvey, Ron Saint, Gil Hodges, Davey Lopes, Hideo Nomo, Mike Sosha should wear number 12. Yeah, Sosha wears number 12. I know that. Yeah, so Sosha will change his number to 12. Yeah, we'll change his number to number 12. So yeah, so no, Sosha will wear number 12. Hodges, Lopes, Hideo, Russell, Camille, Sutton, Kershaw, Kemp, Guerrero, Broxton, Reiser, Colfax, Fernando, Gagne, Campy, Robinson, Saito, Drysdale, Martin, Hershiser, Howell, Vance, Jansen, and Babe Herman. Yeah, Eric Gagne and Russell Martin from Canada. So 2 Canadians on the team. Cool. Giants legends, including stars from the New York Legends before 1957. Like Robbie Thompson's your second baseman. Like Bill Terry is your DH, a great hitter in the 1930s. Willie Mays, say hey in center field. You knew he was going to put Barry Bonds in left. Boo. Stretch McCovey at first. Kevin Mitchell playing third base. Mel Ott playing right. Roger Bresser and the main catcher. And Travis Jackson at short from New York. Christy Mathewson, known for his screwball. Great. Juan Marichal, known for his leg kick. Jason Schmidt, Carl Hubble, also known for a screwball, and Tim Lincecum are your rotation. Sergio Romo is your closer. Brian Wilson, Matt Cain, Rod Beck, Johnny Antonelli, Hooks Wilkes, and Joe McGinty are your bullpen. Meet the team. 113 wins in 2024. 2025, they won 115, but fell in the first round both times. It's like, what the fuck? Injured list. Buster Posey will be back as catcher. He's back. Al Dark, fractured wrist. Nah, he won't be too missed. Christy Mathewson, Bill Terry. Tribune number 1. No, Bill Terry. Lindstrom, Ott, McGinty. Number 5. Number 3. Robbie Thompson, number 3. Kevin Mitchell, Carl Hubble, Eddie Stanky, number 12. Kane, Clark, Thompson, Mays, Bonds, Marichal. Schmidt, Cepeda. Wilkes, Aurelia, Shanty, Hogan, from the way back in the day. Mike Krukow, Brian Wilson, Johnny Antonelli, Willie McCovey, Rod Beck, Sergio Romo, Tim Lincecum, Chip Myers, Travis Jackson, and Roger Bergeron. The 2007 Rockies sharing with the Colorado Icons. Willie Tavares, Todd Helton, Brad Hopp, Matt Holliday, Garrett Aikens, Ryan Spielbergs, Kaz Matsui, Troy Tulowitzki, and Yuri Torrealba. Taylor Buckles, Sal Meglet, Jeff Francis, Ubo Jimenez, and Jason Hirsch are your rotation. Matt Herges, your closer. Manny Corpus, Albert Myers, Ramon E. Ramirez, Jeremy Outfield, Aaron Cook, and Ryan Spire are your bullpen. This team, 57 wins in 2024, 60 in 2025. Injured list, Brian Fuentes, Myers, shoulder strain. He should be back a little bit. He's a innings eater. Frankie Morales is torn elbow ligament 8 months, so he's practically out till December, but I think they're going to keep him. They'll probably keep him. And Julio Rivera, arthritic elbow, out 4 to 5 months. He is 20, and he's out till September. Well, I think they're going to give him a shot. So they're going to just allow it. Of course, with the season rosters like Diego Bruder, Tulowitzki, Tavares, I'm not going to change their numbers because it doesn't really matter. There is a Canadian, Jeff Francis, number 26, Elmer Myers. You see Bruno, Tulowitzki, Tavares, Matsui, Quintanilla, Holiday, Choliaba, Gomes, Baker, Hop, Rodrigo Lopez, Helton, Sullivan, Spielbergs, Myers, Francis, Aikens, Cook, Ubaldo, Ianetta, Herges, Fogg, Buckles, Advelt, Maglet, Ramirez, Hirsch, Corpus, Spire, and Ornelas. The 1954 Giants, part of the Polo Grounds, the San Fran thing, but they were in the West. Monty Irvin, Don Mueller, Riley Mays, Dusty Rhodes, the DH, not the wrestler. Hank Thompson, Al Dark, Kent Herbeck, 91 style. Sergio Molino and Tomas Mejia are going to be your guys. Bob Friend, Johnny Antonelli, Ruben Gomez, Esteban Prieto, and Don Lito are your rotation. Ryan Cook, your closer. Hellickson, Wilhelm, Salazar, Labin, McCall, and Konikowski are your relievers. This team, 48 wins in 2024. Terrible. Pathetic. And then they jumped up all the way to 70. That's pretty good, though. Injured list, Mark Grissom, Sergio the Roof, bone chips. He'll be out till October. Guy was 6-1 in relief, 45 appearances. Now he's gone. George Spencer's wrist soreness. They don't know what he's going to be worth. But yeah, that's brutal. That's brutal, especially with Mark Grissom. He was an innings eater and all that. You got Mania, Prato, Salazar, Rodin, Ruben Aguilar, Ray Cat, Wes Westrom, Dave Williams, Billy Moran, Bobby Hoffman, Sergio Moreno, Hank Thompson, Al Dart, Monty Irvin, Don Mueller, Ken Herbeck, 91 style, Willie Mays, Dusty Rhodes, Bill Taylor, Ruben Gomez, Bob Friend, Mario Picone, Don Lytle, Alex Kanakowski, Wendy McCall, Johnny Antonelli, Clem LeBook, and Ryan Cook, Hoyt Wilhelm, and Jeremy Hellickson. And the 1906 Cubs, put in the West because, Western team. Johnny Evers, Frank Chance, Manuel Ramirez, not Manny. Tony Ormus, Frank Wildfire Schultz, Johnny Kling, Gil McDougall, Joe Tinker, and Sully Hoffman. Judd Pfister, Three Finger Brown, Stan Boston, Eddie Rommel, and Ed Roebuck are your rotation. Steve Farr, your closer. Don Carmen, Don D'Aclistino, Bob Wicker, Juan Acevedo, Carl Willis, and Carl Lundgren are your bullpen. Meet the team. 84 wins in 2024, 81 in 2025. These guys just are amazing. Like 106, they're 6 games above 500. No seasonal team has done that. Injury list: Matt Harrison, UCL, he's out till October, which is brutal. Guy was 16-9 with a 2.44 ERA. He was the main guy, and now he's got a UCL and he's out till October. Reed Johnson's out a couple of weeks. So yeah, Reed Johnson, 44 RBIs. He's out. So you got Montano. Yeah, you got Montano, Roebuck, D'Agostino, McDougall, Jim Murray, Bull Smith, Armas, Manuel Ramirez, Pinch Thomas, Three Finger Brown, Steve Farr, Sully Hoffman, Eddie Rommel, P. Noonan, Don Carmen, Stan Boston, Carl Willis, Tom Walsh, Bob Wicker, Juan Acevedo, Peaches Graham, Johnny Kling, Jack Foster, Pat Moran, Joe Tinker, Frank Chance, Bill Wonskas, Frank Schultz, Carl Lundgren, Johnny Evers. I'm actually surprised they like picking big numbers. That's what you do. And let's go to the AL West. Our first match is the 2001 Mariners, 2001 Mariners play at T-Mobile Park, but the Seattle Legends play at the Kingdome. They have each George Stone, Edgar, Boone, Olerud, Cameron, Bell, Guillen, and Wilson. Hi. Joe Pinero, Freddie Garcia, Jamie Moyer, Mario Merced, and Brent Tomko are your rotation. Arthur Rhodes, Kaz Sasaki, Joe Horner, Norm Charlton, Jeff Nelson, John Halama, and Ryan Franklin are your bullpen. Meet the team. The 01 Mariners, 69 wins. Nice in 2014 or 2024. And then in 2025, they regressed to 59. Injured list, nobody. So they have Gibson, Roman, Olerud, Wilson, Guillen, Martinez, George Stone, Ramon Vasquez, Moore, Roque Rosario, Mario Merced, Kazasaki, David Bell, Brett Boone, Felipe Lopez, Barry Lyons, Jose Pinica, Norm Charlton, Joe Pinero, Brett Tomko, Joe Horner, Jeff Nelson, Mike Cameron, Ryan Franklin, Jamie Moyer, Ichiro, Rhodes, Halama, Jorge Lopez, and Freddie Garcia. The 2017 Mariner Astros playing at Houston's Minute Maid Park. The Astro Legends are now playing in the Astrodome. They have Alex Bregman, Josh Reddick, Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa, Marvin Gonzalez, George Springer, Earl Webb, Evan Gaddis, and Brian McCann doing the job. Brad Peacock, Colin McHugh, Lance McCullers, Juan Berenger, and Mike Fiers is your rotation. Chris Davensky, Ken Giles, Will Harris, Ricardo Sanchez, David Polino, Turk Farrell, and Dos Keiko are your bullpen. This team won 73 games in 2024 and 76 in 2025. Not half bad. Organization-wise, injury list, nobody's hurt. Thank God. So we have Carlos Correa, Bregman, Springer, Mrazek, Gaddis, Kinso. What a name. Wallerin Kinso. Marvin Gonzalez, Gurriel, Raddick, Tyler White, Montano, Berenger, Webb, Fisher, Valentin Hernandez, Jose Altuve, Colin McHugh, Brian McCann, Harris, Centennial, Ricardo Sanchez, Peacock, McCurl, Farrell, Davensky, Giles, Flowers, Musgrove, Keiko, and David Polino. 2011 Rangers. They play at Texas Stadium, and I forget. And Arlington is where the old Arlington Stadium is where the Texas Legends play. Dave Roberts, yes, I think that Dave Roberts or no? Yes, that Dave Roberts, I think, from way back in 2004. Michael Young, Mike Napoli, Adrian Beltre, Josh Hamilton, Ian Kinsler, Andy Chavez, Nelson Cruz, and Elvis Andrews are your rotation. I mean, your lineup. CJ Wilson, Alex Ogando, Colby Lewis, Matt Harrison, and Derek Holland in the rotation. Darren Oliveira is your bullpen. Natalie Feliz, Tommy Hunter, Tatiyama, O'Day, Strop, and Mark Lowe are your bullpen. They won 64 in 2024 and then jumped up to 70 for 2025. Injured list, they have Mason Tobin out for 6 weeks. 25-year-old, herniated disc. I think he came, was he a what's his history? What's his history? Like, I don't know. And Chris Davis with an intercostal strain, 13 games. He has rarely played. He would be a good hitter for Baltimore and then take him out of money. Intercostal. I've had that before. Andres Kinsler, Rafi Ray, Torrealba, Andy Chavez, Michael Young, Craig Gentry, Mitch Moreland, Mark Lowe, Tadiyama, Nelly Cruz, Ernesto Morales, Rafi Cannell, Napoli, Oliver Hunter, Feliz Sandoval as a catcher, Roberto Sandoval, Josh Hamilton, CJ Wilson, Adrian Beltre, Bourbon, Ogano, Holland, Strop, Lewis, Kirkman, Harrison, O'Day, and Dave R. Roberts from Japan. All right. The Mariners legends, led by Ichiro, Brett Boone. Yeah, Ichiro, everyone knows about him. Brett Seattle's a Boone because Japanese people like Seattle. Brett Boone, great second baseman once he left Cincy. Edgar Martinez, Mr. DH, if you call him. Ken Griffey in center field. Come on, the kid, you know he's good. Jay Buhner, DHing Ken Phelps, first base. And of course, the punchline to a Frank Costanza rant on Seinfeld saying that they should never have given the Yankees should not have given up Jay Buhner for Ken Phelps because Buhner's got a rocket for an arm. Dan Wilson, catcher Raul Ibanez playing left, and Omar Vizquel at short. Bet you didn't know he was a Seattle Mariner and a decent shortstop before Cleveland. I didn't know that. Randy Johnson, the guy that Montreal mortgaged to Seattle for the one Mark Langston, who's on the rotation in the first place. King Felix Hernandez, Ilkuma, and Jamie Moyer. JJ Putz, your closer. Eric Hansen, Arts, Jeff Nelson, Norm Charlton, Bill Caldwell, future former Blue Jay, I guess, and Josh Sherrill. Meet the team. 110 wins in 2024. Lost in the finals to Oakland, to the Yankees, and then 2025 won 94 games, but it wasn't not enough. Injured list. Kaz Sasaki, a torn flexor. He's out till the season. Dude had 37 saves for Seattle. Yeah, like they're missing him. And then A-Rod's got an Achilles tendon 2 to 3 months. That's kind of why Vizquel's there. 32 home runs, 180 RBIs, and they won't get him back till July. That will hurt. That will hurt. Jojima, Wilson, Reynolds, Gian, Dave Fowl, Edgar, Langston, Omar, Iwakuma, Booner, Al Davis, Botchty, Griffey, Tino Martinez, Raul, Boone, Putz, Arnsma, King Felix, Caldwell, Charlton, Hanson, Randy Johnson, should wear number 50, but Jimmy Moyer's got it. Cameron, Phelps, Garcia, Nelson, Ichiro, and Sherrill. The Angels legends, led by Adam Kennedy at second base with those 3 home runs in the LCS to sink the Twins and go to the World Series. Chili Davis playing left. Okay, that's fine, from Jamaica. Mike Trout. Come on, this guy is good, scary good, and he fucking is on the wrong team. Jim Edmonds in center. Tim Salmon will DH. Henry Morales will play first. Troy Gloss at third. Brian Downing catching, and Gary DiSarcina will be your shortstop. So Frank Tanana, Jared Weaver, Andy Messersmith, Chuck Finley, and Irvin Santana are the rotation. Should have had Nolan. Troy Percival will be your closer. Mike Witt there, K-Rod, Fiore, Walden, Duran, and John Lackey in your bullpen. The Angels, 92 wins in 2024, 98 in 2025, but they couldn't make the playoffs. Injury list, Mini Rojas sore shoulder for a while. He's 35 years old. He should be coming up soon. And Earl Averill, sprained elbow. I don't think that really hurts. They do have 3 catchers. Roster wise, you got Kennedy, DiSarcina. Did he wear number 3? I think he wore 11. Well, Napoli was wearing. Napoli wants number 44. 44 is taken by Chile. So Napoli would have won 44. Fergosi, Downey, Boone, Figgins, Gloss. Yeah, he can't wear 25 because that's Kendry's number. Edmonds, Anderson, Tim Salmon should wear 15, but that's Edmonds. Leon Wagner, Mike Trout, Darren Erstad would wear 17, but Salmon's got that. Tanana, Finley, Chance, Duran, Weaver, Percival, Lackey, Fury, Davis, Messersmith, Witt, Santana, K-Rod, and Jordan Walden. But one team beats them all, and that's the defending champion Oakland A's. You see their starting lineup. Right field, Mr. October. He did have some good times with Oakland in the early 70s. Reggie Jackson. At second base, a star for the Philadelphia A's, Mark, and a pretty good player in the playoffs, Nap Lejoie. At third base, well, he's the natural first baseman, but at third base, he takes it on and he did quite well. He's done well for the A's and the Red Sox and legendary. Double X, Jimmy Fox. At first base is the 1986 Rookie of the Year in the AL, put up 49 home runs in 1987 and was Oakland lore before he went to St. Louis. Big Mac, Mark McGwire. A designated hitter, he's also a good hitter and won the MVP as a member of the Oakland A's in 2000. He was good before he went to the Yankees. Jason Giambi. In center field, the guy from the Philadelphia A's who did well in the ALCS last year, I think, or was it ALDS? I can't remember. But anyway, it's Al Simmons. At left field is a guy who put up decent numbers. He was a late replacement for Ricky Henderson, and I think Ricky's on the injured list, but he's now playing left field from the Philadelphia A's. Bob Johnson. At shortstop, a guy who came in his own, getting rid of Campaneris and making himself known in the World Series, Miggy Tejada. And behind the plate is a decent catcher for the 1980s, Terry Steinbach. Your rotation, first, a star for the Philadelphia A's and the Red Sox, legendary Lefty Grove. Also in number 2, this guy, Lefty, who a lot of people called mentally and savant, Rube Waddell. Number 3 is a guy from the Philadelphia A's who is number 1 Chief Rocca, number 1 Chief Bender, number 1 Chief Rocca. Chief Bender. Fourth up is a good player from the Philadelphia A's, and he's decent. Eddie Plank. And number 5 is a Oakland starter in the 1970s who almost became True Blue, but didn't want to change his name. Vida Blue. Bullpen, you have Dennis Eckersley, Tim Hudson, Catfish Hunter, Andrew Bailey, Blue Moon, Odom, and Mark Mulder. Meet the team. 112 wins in 2024 and 110 wins in 2025. Won the World Series. Look at how good it is and all that. You got some guys there. Fox, McGwire, and Giambi are basically hitting homers where it hurts. You have 5 players that are in the top 10 in the league. Andrew Bailey is the top relief pitcher, and he sucks. Technically, his number is 59. You have the best third baseman, Jimmy Fox, in in the OTP league. You have the 4th best second baseman, Nap Lejoie, the 5th best first baseman, Martin McGwire, the 8th best catcher, Mikey Cochran, and the 9th best center, Al Simmons. What can go wrong? Organization-wise, you see an overview. The injured list. Well, look at the injured list. You have 6 guys on the injured list. We're going to save because we have a thunderstorm coming up in real life. But anyway, Rich Harden, elbow inflammation, out for a week. Canadian. He had 7 saves, 43 games, so he should be back soon. Israel Nava, a torn labrum. He will be out till September. It's like, who the frick is this guy? He's 20 years old. Did they pick him up in the draft or something? Yeah, they drafted him in the 3rd round of the 2025 draft. Israel Nava, okay? He'll be out till September. Mickey Cochran's hamstring will be out for a week. He's a good catcher of his own right. Yeah, he actually came through in the playoffs. Bub Wills, picked up from Texas. for some reason. He has shoulder tendonitis for a few weeks. Ricky Henderson torn ab muscle out for till June, 152 games. He missed Game 6 of the final because of that injury. And Danny Murphy, a lacerated hand. He didn't play much. Let's look at the roster. LaJoie, Chavez, Fox, Homer, Baker on that team. Pinky Hinkins, Reggie Jackson, Miguel Tejada, Wally Moses, Frankie Hayes, Al Simmons. Gotta change the numbers. Al Simmons says he wants to wear number 1. He's like, I'll wear number 1. All right, Al, you can wear number 1. Yeah, won a ring and was MVP of round 3 of the ALCS. Al Simmons. Chavez, Fox, Baker, Pinky Higgins, Jackson, Tejada. Does it show like his things? Oh, no, it doesn't. Williams, Hayes, Ellis, Hudson, Giambi, Campy, Mulder, Grove, McGuire, Catfish, Blue Moon, Fida, Steinbach, Bailey, Waddell, Eck, Wahlberg, Plank, Cito, Bob Johnson, Soxable, and Chief Bender. Upcoming free agents. Nobody. International wise, they have some decent guys coming in internationally. Should be more Canadians. Pitching wise, you see the whole starting stuff and all that. I know that, yeah, and with Harden hurt, I think that kind of had the room for Wahlberg to come in. Lineups wise, yeah, they say they don't want to change the lineups and all that. And of course, with like Ricky Henderson out, what are you gonna do? Strategy, front office, and all that. Schedule wise. So here's the schedule. They have to face the 84 Tigers in Tiger Stadium. We won't be doing those games because we want to do the home opener, and it'll be against the Chicago Legends. So that will be on April the 5th. That will be on Sunday, Easter Sunday. They host the White Sox. They head out to face the 04 Red Sox at Fenway. Then they host the Cleveland Legends. Then they go to 85 Kansas City. Play there. They host Texas for 3. Yeah, the Texas Legends. Then they go to Tampa for 3. The Tampa Legends. They host the Seattle Legends and then host the Minnesota Legends. So that's what you got. There are gonna be, yeah. What's our time? 27 minutes. Okay. So yeah. So we're gonna tell you the schedule. So here's the schedule. Here's the schedule for you. Uh, the pictures will be in. So we will start our OTP season 5 sched not tomorrow. Tomorrow will be PC replay stuff. But on Thursday, April the 2nd, then the 1980 Philadelphia Phillies. Well, of course, you see those guys there. But yeah, you see a lot of games. You'll see the afternoon Detroit 04 Red Sox will start the American League. You see a lot of afternoon games, if you will. 5 o'clock games, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Cincy will face the 97 Marlins. So the 97 Marlins actually start their season. Atlanta, Arizona, Miami, Cubs. But we will be in Philadelphia. It's the 1980 Phillies, and Steve Carlton will face off against Jake Peavy and the San Diego Legends. That's the Thursday game, April 2nd. Friday, April 3rd, Houston heads to Cleveland as the battle of legendary teams as Houston will face Cleveland. Saturday the 4th, it's the 86 Mets heading to Milwaukee to face the Brewers Legends. And then Sunday, Easter Sunday, big double dip as the 1906 Cubs take on the Philadelphia Phillies Legends. At 1:30, that's the NL champions first home game. And then Oakland hosts the White Sox Legends at 10 o'clock. Monday the 6th will be Boston versus Kansas City, Battle of the Legends. And then I got to check the schedule for the 9th. Well, actually, I got to check the league schedule. Kansas City, do they have 2 home games at once or no? And Tampa, no. I think Kansas City will have to, yeah, because the 85 Royals share with the Royals Legends, so 2020 Rays share with Tampa's Legends. The 2007 Rockies and the Rockies Legends share, and the Diamondbacks and 01 Diamondbacks share. So I have to make sure that times are kind of different. The Diamondbacks, nope. The Rockies, no. Okay. So that's the second, third, fourth, I think. Yeah, I think Kansas City. Yeah, I think the 85 Royals host. I don't think. No, 85 Royals don't host. Does Tampa do double? Tampa doesn't do the double. Okay, cool. Rockies Legends in 2007 don't share. Arizona doesn't share with the 2001 team. That's good. 5, 6, 7. And then the 8th, everything changes. 85 Kansas City, 2020 Tampa, nope. Arizona doesn't really share, and the Rockies don't have to share. Okay. Actually, April 9th, let's see. The Toronto Blue Jays Legends are in Chicago to face the White Sox. The 93 Blue Jays face the 84 Tigers. And that will be at 105. So, because April 9th is my birthday, I wanted to have Toronto and Montreal play. And because the Toronto Legends play the White Sox Legends, and the rule of thumb is I try to make sure every team gets represented like in order. And the White Sox already played Oakland. That one every team has to be done at least once until I go to the second rotation. But anyway, yeah, the 93 Blue Jays, 84 Tigers, that will be game one of the double dip. So yeah, so that's it. And then Montreal Legends are in St. Louis to take on the 64 Cardinals. That's gonna have to change. That will change to a 7:35 start. Yeah, Montreal because I went Montreal and all that. So yeah, so Montreal will play the 64 Cardinals at 7:30. That will be the second game of the April 9th double dip. The 11th, Tampa doesn't have a snafu. Kansas City does not have a snafu. Arizona does have a snafu. So 0-1 Mariners. So 0-1 Diamondbacks have to be punished by playing afternoon games. Well, the Diamondbacks Legends look up the night games, and Colorado will avoid that. Okay, so that's good news in a sense. Well, 2001 Diamondbacks 2 o'clock, Arizona 7:05. That's no problem. 13th 2001 at 7:35, Arizona at 7:05. That will have to change to 1:35. And then the 14th, nope. Okay, so the 14th is an off day. Yeah, so it's 12. So it's 12 days. So it's 12 days. So it's 12 days. Yeah, it's every 13 days that we have an off day. So that's the April 14th and April 27th for off days. That is for PC replay. Yeah, so PC replay. And then I got to figure out which one to do, like all that. So yeah, PC replay day. It'll be a PC replay day. The 27th. All right. So that's what we got going on right here, right now. All right. Okay, so we got that going. Yep. So we will see you in Philadelphia. So 1980 Phillies will play San Diego. We will not be simulating any games until, but it's just one game a day till the 5th, and then it's 2 games a day. So let's just save to make sure everything's okay. And we'll have a fun season. OTP Legends League starts in 2 days' time on April 2nd. Go visit. I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.